Good morning everyone. See, in our previous class we discussed about the what is business environment as well as features as well as importance of business environment. Now we already discussed. So in this class we are going to discuss the dimensions of business environment. Dimensions of business environment. The dimensions which is also called it as a factors of business environment ಅಂತನೂ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, and also it is also called it as an aspects. What are all the aspects of business environment? So in business environment, what are all the factors or what are all the factors which are to be considered? Those are all called it as a dimensions of business environment. See, in dimensions of business environment, there are 5 dimensions of business environment, like social condition, economical condition, legal condition, political condition as well as technological conditions. What are all the 5 dimensions of business environment? Andre 5 dimensions. So see, an organization it includes 5 dimensions. That is, first one is a social, political, legal, technological as well as the economic. So these are all the 5 conditions, 5 determinants that are going to be affect on the business performance, even though they are not controlled by the organization or the business enterprises. So even though they are not controlled by the business enterprises, so these are all the external elements which they are going to affect on the business performance. And also these are all 5 elements, or these are all the 5 factors, like they are the contrast to the specific factors. So they are the contrast to the specific factors is nothing but these are all the factors are general factors. See, when you have to remember while I am explaining the features of business environment na explain madbekare, the second feature I explained that specific factors and the general factors. Specific factors ಮತ್ತೆ general factors ಬಗ್ಗೆ explain ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ specific factors ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? The factors which are directly and also immediately affecting on the business performance, that is called it as an specific factors. Okay, which are all those? Investors, customers, suppliers. Likewise, they are the specific factors. So what about this general factors? The general factors are the factors which does not immediately affect on the business environment, or it does not and it will gradually impact on the business performance. So that is called it as a general factors. So these are all the 5 factors. These are all not the specific factors. These are all the general factors that are gradually and as well as indirectly affecting on the business environment. Okay, and also as a management of every enterprises can be benefited from being aware about these factors. So if a management of every enterprises, ಯಾವುದೇ management in a enterprises ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, so they can get the benefited out of these factors instead of showing disinterest towards them. The management has to show the management has to aware about all these things, because these are all the things which they are going to affect on the business environment, even though they are behind the control of an organization. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬಹುದು? These are all considered as a relative to decision making. So So they are help to the decision making and also making and also improving the performance of any enterprises. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ importance for all these things. That is nothing but they have to be aware about all these things. Okay, so let me discuss one by one dimensions of business environment. Okay, the first dimensions of business environment is economic environment. The first one is economic environment. So economic environment is some set of external economic conditions that are going to be affect on the business performance. So that is called it as an economic environment. Economic environment andre so externally enaru andre organization inda externally enaru economic condition alli enaru changes ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that will going to be affect on the business performance. So that it is called it as an economic environment. So this is also will going to be impact on every business performance, and also these economic conditions are dynamic in nature. They are keep on changing, and also it is vary from countries to the countries, it is vary from region to the region as well as the industry to the industry. Hagadre, what are all the economic conditions which are going to be affect on the business performance andre? Here is some of the economic factors like rate of inflation and demand and supply, rate of interest, economic condition of a country. These are all some of the economic factors which are going to be affect. What are all the economic factors? It includes rate of inflation, another one is a demand and supply, rate of interest, and the last one is an economic condition. So if there is any changes in all these things, if there is any changes occurred in and is these are all the economic condition that will going to be affect on the business performance. Say for example like rate of interest. Suppose if they for long term loans if there is a less rate of interest means then the automobile industries as well as the construction industry has get boost up. Why means the customers are the people are ready to get the loans because of the lowest interest rate. For example, namge long term loan alli ಏನಾದ್ರು ನಮಗೆ ಲೆಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ರೇಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, if there is a less interest rate that will boost up what? It will boost up the construction industries as well as the automobile industry ಮತ್ತೆ construction industry ಗಳು boost up ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ all the people are ready to take the loans because of less interest. ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಲೋನ್ಗೆ ಲೆಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಲೋನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಗಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ready to take the loans because of less interest rates. So likewise the industries will get boost up. So ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ರೇಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಆಟೋಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅದು ಬೂಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಲೋನ್ಸ್. ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಲೋನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ because of the less interest rate. So likewise it will going to be affect on the business performance. Okay, this is also one of the this is also how the interest rate will going to affect on the business performance. And another one example like economic condition. Say consider the economic condition. If the economic condition of a economic state is boosting, or if there is a increase in an economic condition, then where everyone because of economic condition ಯಾವಾಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಹತ್ರನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅವರ ಅರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ that will increases their purchasing power also, because economic condition has been boosting. So and also in this situation, if you are offering any goods or services for higher prices, then the customers are ready to purchase your goods and services because they having a purchasing power of goods and services. Alva, suppose if the economic condition is depressing in nature, nim economic condition depressing nature alli idag enagutte, so you can't able to purchase any goods or services, even though higher prices ಇರೋ goods and services ನ ಅಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ದುಡಿದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಇರೋ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಿಂತನೂ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪವರ್ ಕೂಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವೊಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ a strong economic condition, right? So likewise economic condition, it is also going to be influencing on the performance of a business. So this likewise, in general if economic condition are poor, if the economic condition is poor, then it is more difficult to grow a business or the startup for the business. So likewise it will going to be affect. So let me take another example like rate of inflation. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ what do you mean by inflation? Inflation ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Inflation is nothing but the prices of goods or services has been increased or rising, and also purchasing power of a currency goes on decreasing. So in this situation it will going to be affect on the business performance. So inflation ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪವರ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಏನಂತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು face it will also going to be impact on the business environment. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವೇ it increases the various cost of business. So if there is an increase in inflation ಅಥವಾ inflation situation ಇದ್ರೆ, that will increases the cost of the business. ಅಂದ್ರೆ business ನ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, raw material purchase ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ that will going to be increases the purchasing of raw materials and the machineries, and also the payment of wages and salaries to the employees that is also be increased. Likewise the cost of business is also get increases when there is an inflation situation idaga enagutte, that will going to be impact on the business. This is also like how it will going to be impact on the business environment. So when it comes to the demand and supply, demand and supply ಹೇಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ business performance ಗೆ influence ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, say for example demand and supply which is always related to the ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್. ಒಂದು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ಗೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಲೆಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ then it will going to increase the demand for the product and services. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ that will going to be increase the ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ಗೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಇಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ high price for goods and services, that will decreases the demand for goods and services. So likewise it will going to be affect on the business performance. So these are all some of the economic environment that are going to be affect on the business. So and also like a business manager, he has to aware about all the economic condition for the purpose of getting the benefited out of this. Okay, this is the first determinants of the first dimensions of the business environment, that is the economic environment. So in economic environment it includes the economic external factors. What are all those? The rate of inflation, demand and supply, rate of interest, economic conditions. These are all the economic factors which are going to be affect on the performance of a business. So this is the first dimension of business environment. And the next dimension of business environment is social environment. The next one is an social environment. Social environment is also sum total of external social factors that are going to be affect on the business performance. So those are all called it as an social environment. Social environment andrenu, it is sum total of external social factors that are going to be affecting on the business performance, because these are all the factors which are not controlled by the organization. Even though they are not controlled by the organization, but they are going to be affect on the business performance. Okay, so and also this business environment this social environment includes the some of the factors, that is the custom and traditions, values, social trends and society expectation from the business. These are all some of the social factors. So what are all those factors? Customs and traditions, values, next the social trend as well as social expectations towards the business. What are all the social expectations towards the business? That is also one of the social environment. So these are all the factors which are going to be affect on the business performance. So when it comes to the customs and traditions, then what is customs and traditions? Customs and traditions are like nothing but the social practices which are followed from decades ago. ನಾವು ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕಾಲದಿಂದ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್? ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ವೈಬ್ಸ್, like say example like Diwali festival bantu andre, so in Diwali festival in that festival it will demands for the some products and creates the demand for some goods and services ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ದಿವಾಲಿ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದಿವಾಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಏನು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ಗೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲೋತ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕರ್ಸ್, ಸ್ವೀಟ್ಸ್. ಲೈಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಸಮ್ ಬೂಸ್ಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ all these businesses alva. Likewise it will going to be affect on the business environment. In particular like crackers ne tagoli. So crackers business yavag namage ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ boost up yavag ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is in the Diwali time, because everyone is going to buy the crackers in Diwali festival alva. So likewise it will going to be affecting on the business performance. Okay, likewise the tradition and customs will going to be affect on the business performance. So let me take an example of social trends. Social trends which is also gives an opportunities as well as it will become as a threatens to the business environment. Likewise it will going to be affect on the business environment. Social trends ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿನೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಥ್ರೆಟನ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ dynamic in nature, they are not constant, we cannot predict all these things. These are all the dynamic in nature, they all keep on changing. Okay, so likewise the social trends will going to be affect on the performance of a business. Say for example, if there is a more awareness of fitness as well as the healthy products ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಫಿಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಈಗ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ that will creates the demand for the healthy products. Okay, as well as the gym instructors, yoga instructors ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Likewise it will going to create the demand because the social trend is fitness as well as the health products. Healthy products ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು it will creates the demand for what? It will creates the demand for fitness classes, yoga instructors ಗೆ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಹೆಲ್ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಏನು ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Likewise social trends will going to be given it will become as opportunity for the healthy products as well as the gym instructors and yoga instructors. But this social trend, that is fitness awareness ಅನ್ನೋದು it will become a threatens for the other industries like alcoholic industry ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, liquor ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, tobacco industries ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. It will like a threatens to those kind of an industries. Likewise this social trends will act as a threatens, as it will act as some for some industries it will become a threatens, for some industries it will become as what? It will become as an opportunity for them. Likewise the social trend is also will going to be affect on the business performance. Okay, these are all like some of the social environment. So these are all the environment, like they are the in changing in nature and also they are differ from one countries to the another country or regions to the region, and these are all the factors which are behind the control of an organization, yet they are going to be affect on the business performance. So these are all some of the social environment which includes the customs and traditions, values, which includes the social trends and also social expectations towards the business. That is also one of the social factor which will going to be influence on the operations of a business enterprises. So this is also one of the dimensions of business environment. Okay, and the next factor is about the technological environment. The next factor is about technological environment. So technological environment is also one of the dimensions of business environment. Technology ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್, ಬಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಫೋನ್ಸ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಫಾರ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ they are using the letters. After that they introduced the landline. After that technology has taken place, there is an improvement of technology, then we are going to use the keypad phones. After the technology has improved, now we are using the smartphones alva. Likewise the technological improvement has always taken place. Okay, according to that technological development, the manager has to develop himself, or the manager has to make modification in the organization, because if he is not modified his business or the enterprises, then it will then that business will going to be a outdated one. ಏನು ನಾವು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ತಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ we will call it as an outdated versions ಅಂತಂದು ಕರೀತೇವೆ. So that we have to update ourselves with the technology. So this is also technological environment which will going to be affect on the business enterprises. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ then what it includes? It includes the technological environment which includes the forces related to the improvement and innovations with the new way of producing the goods and services. Improvements and innovation which is relating to the production of goods and services. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನ್ಯೂ ವೇ ಅಥವಾ ನ್ಯೂ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ಸ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅದೇನು? New methods and techniques. For what purpose? New methods and techniques of operating of a business. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ನ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆನಾ ಅದು ಕೂಡ technological environment. Say for example, like in earlier days we are using the projectors na use ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ. So while giving the presentation, before giving the presentation we have to write down the what we have to present. ನಾವು ಏನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂದರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆಂಟ್ ಶೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಅದನ್ನೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ನಾವೇನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಈಸಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾವೇನು ಬರೆಯೋ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪಿಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇಂದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ we will go with the presentation ಅಲ್ವಾ. Likewise the technology has developed, and as a manager he has to scan all the technological development what is happening in an external environment ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆದರೆ those technological development has to be make some changes. According to that he has to make some changes in his organization. And also another example ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ now it is an internet era. So ಈ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಎರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ in previous ಅಂದ್ರೆ in earlier days ಅಲ್ಲಿ advertisement ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ they are going to use the newspapers ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಬ್ಯಾನರ್ಸ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ the advertisement we are doing advertisement through make use of ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಏರ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಏರ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಏರ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏರ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಟು ದ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವ ಟೈಮಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವ ಡೇಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ನ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ದ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಟೈಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಷಿನ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ದ ಟೈಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಷಿನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟ್, the typing machine has to be replaced with the computer, like it is an advanced version of a typist alva. So in systems ಅಲ್ಲಿ we can use typing ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Likewise the technology has been taken place, and as a manager he has to scan and he has to update his organization according to the changes. Then only he will be sustained in the market, otherwise he will become as an outdated version. Okay, likewise in technological environment includes, this is also one of the dimensions of business environment. Okay, and the next environment is about the political environment. What is the next environment or dimensions? That is political. So political environment. So political environment is like sum total of external environment, political environment that are going to be affect on the business and business performance. Political environment kuda business performance ge it will going to be affect. Agare political environment which includes the factors of political conditions, political condition of a country, that it includes political environment, includes political condition as well as a attitude of elected government representatives towards the business. So business ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳ್ಸಿರ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಆ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ನ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, ಅವ್ರ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ now the government is on Modi government, right? So they gives more importance for the self reliance ಗೆ ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. and also they give more importance for the domestic product rather than the importing the product from the other countries. ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಇಂದ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ನ ತರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಬದಲು ನಮ್ಮ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ಗೆ ದೇ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ನಮ್ಮ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಬೂಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್, ಅಥವಾ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಲೈಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. and also the attitude of a government officers towards the business may have either positive as well as negative impact upon the business. ನಾವು ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೋ ಅವರ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗೂ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ it will going to be impact on the business in negative also. For this, let me take an example. In the year of 1991, we open up our economy to the world economy. That is, we introduced the LPG, liberalization, privatization and globalization. This is nothing but opening up of our economy into the ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿ. ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೇನು, ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಇಂದ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ we are going to allowing those investment, or we are going to inviting the other countries to invest in our country. That is called it as an our opening up of an economy. That is, we introduced in the year of 1991 we introduced the LPG, that is liberalization, privatization and globalization. So in earlier ಇದು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸು ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯವರು ಏನಾದ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಆಫ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ initially it has the government make such kind of rules and regulations. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ತುಂಬಾ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಪನಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಹೊಸ ಕಂಪನಿನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇದೇನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಲೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ because of lots of procedures, lots of rules and regulations. They are going to lose their interest towards investing in India. So likewise it will negatively impact on the businesses alva. And also, but now it is not like that. We can easily but in present situation there is no such rules and regulations, or there is no such procedure for investing the investment of other country companies into our country companies. Okay, ಆದ್ರೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ತುಂಬಾ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ತುಂಬಾ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ they are going to lose their interest because of lots of rules and regulations and lots of procedures. Likewise, it will going to negatively impact on the business environment. So this is how the political environment will going to affect on the business environment. Business ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ political environment ಅನ್ನೋದು affect ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ this is an example. Okay, and the last environment is about the legal environment. Okay, the last dimension is about what? The last is about the legal environment. So legal environment, so this is also one of the environment which will going to be affect on the business performance. This is also one of the external environment. This is also one of the behind the control of an business enterprises. Even though they are behind the control of our enterprises, but they are going to be affect on the business performance. Hagadre, what are all the legal environment? Legal environment alli yavella, what are all the factors which may include in legal environment, which includes the legislation which is passed by the government. What are all the acts which is passed by the government? Yavella act galu, yavella legislation which is passed by the government, that is also included in the legal environment. And also court judgment. What are all the judgment which is given by the court ಇಂದ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದೆನೋ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, that ಕೂಡ which is related to the legal environment. And also the decision which is rendered by the various commissions and agencies at every levels of a government, that is also that is also one of the factors in the legal environment. ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಲೆವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಲೋಕಲ್ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಏನಾದರೂ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, that will comes under the legal environment. In legal environment it includes the factors like what are all the legislation which is passed by the government. What are all the legislation which is passed by the government? Legislation andre which is what are all the act which is passed by the government, and also what are all the judgments which is given by the courts, as well as decisions which is taken by the or rendered by the various levels of government, that whether it may be the central government, whether it may be the state government or the local authorities. Likewise, it will in legal environment, it includes the business environment. So as a business environment, it has to obey the law of land. As a business enterprises, he has to obey the law which is formulated by those lands. ಸೊ ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿರೋ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಒಬೇ, ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ದ ಬೆಟರ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಆಫ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ formed by the government is required for what purpose? For the purpose of better business performance. So if the manager having a better knowledge of these rules and regulations which is formed by the government, ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆನೋ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಥರೋ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ better performance. So it will leads to the better performance of an organization a better performance ge it will going to be helps us. And also if the manager of if the enterprises is not following any rules and regulations which is formulated by the government formulate ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ the enterprises has to face the legal problems. enterprises ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಲೀಗಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So that as a business he has to obey the law of land, as well as the business has to having the better knowledge of rules and regulation which is given by the or which is formulated by the government. Hangare, so in India what are all the acts was there? So ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ, ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ 1956. ಸೊ ಕಂಪನಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ 1951 ಆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ this is also should be known by the manager. And also foreign exchange act which is relating to the import and exports goods, act of 1947. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಗೆ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್, ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್, consumer protection act. Likewise, the manager or the business enterprises management has to know all these act for what purpose? For the better performance of an organization. Okay. And also the business is established within the legal framework only it has to be established. So the government formulated all these acts for what purpose? For the purpose of protecting the interest of an customers. So government ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ನ ಏನು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ನ ಕಾಪಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ, ಏನು ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲೇಟೆಡ್ all these rules and regulations. And also as a business enterprises it has to be formulated within this framework only, within the legal framework only it has to be established. For example, advertisement ಗೆ ಅಂತಾನೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, so we should not give advertisement for alcoholic beverages, that is prohibited ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲಿಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಅದು ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ prohibited. And also another example ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ, we are going to give an advertisement of packets of cigarette ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ we have to give an statutory warning ಅಂತ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಗರೇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಮೋಕಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಜುರಿಯಸ್ ಟು ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಂತಂದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಆ ವಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಲೈಕ್ ವೈಸ್ these are all the rules and regulations which are followed by the advertiser. As an advertiser ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So these are all the some of the legal environment. This is also legal environment will going to be affect on the business performance. So these are all the 5 dimensions or 5 factors. So and these are all the factors which are behind the control of an organization. Even though they are the behind the control of an organization, but they are going to be affect on the business performance. And there are most, and also there is 5 major dimensions of business environment, and also these are all the contrast to the specific environment, or they are the contrast to, they are like a general factors. These are all the general factors. These are all the factors not immediately but indirectly and gradually will going to be affect on the business performance. So these are all the factors which are dynamic in nature, as well as the dynamic which is uncertain in nature. Okay, so these are all the factors are interlinked. Okay, this is all about the dimensions of business environment. Okay, in the further class we will discuss the further concept of business environment. Okay, and thank you.